8 friends reunite at a dinner party in California when a comet passes. Kevin asks Emily to accompany him on his business trip to Vietnam, and she doesn't say yes. Kevin's ex-girlfriend Lori is also at the dinner, and she wants him back. A power outage occurs. The hosts have some blue glow sticks that they use for light. Everyone goes outside and sees one house up the street that still has power. They went back inside and notice a glass is broken, which they didn't notice before. Hugh and Amir go to the neighbors to ask if they can use their phone, and a few minutes later they come back with a box. Inside the box they find a ping pong paddle and pictures of themselves, including one that was taken that night, with numbers written on the back. Hugh says that at the neighbor's house he saw a dinner party set for 8 people. The friends realize the other house is an alternate of theirs. Emily writes down the numbers from the box, looking for a pattern, but they can't find one. They begin to write a note for the other house. Later, they find the same note that they have written already pinned onto their door. Emily, Kevin, Mike, and Lori decide to go to the other house to see what's happening. There, they encounter what appear to be copies of themselves carrying red glow sticks, and they flee back to their own home. Emily's group explains to the others that they met copies of themselves, except the copies were wearing red glow sticks instead of their blue glow sticks. Hugh goes to his car and gets notes from a physics lecture. After reading those notes, they conclude that the comet has created a split reality, and that one of the realities will collapse when the comet passes. The group argues about how to deal with their own doubles. Mike hysterically plots to kill their doubles before the doubles can kill them. They consider stealing the physics notes from the other Hugh's car to stop the other reality from getting the same knowledge as them. But Mike decides to blackmail the other house's Mike, to prevent them from getting the lecture notes. Hugh and Amir are from the house with red glow sticks. They take the box and go back to the other house, then the Hugh and Amir with blue glow sticks return. They explain that they found 2 notes at the other house too. They realize that there are more than just 2 realities. Beth is then wrongly accused of lacing the food with some ketamine that she brought. They hear someone smash Hugh's car window, and they went out to investigate. While outside, Emily has a sweet conversation with her boyfriend, before realizing she's talking to a Kevin from a different reality. Then she goes back inside. The group decides to put a random marker in front of their house. They leave a random object and photos of themselves in a box, and on the back they write down the numbers they get from rolling dice. They compare their new numbers to the numbers from the other house's box, which they wrote on the notepad earlier. Emily realizes that the numbers written on this notepad aren't the same numbers she wrote on the notepad earlier. When she asks other, she finds that Lee and Beth are the only ones whose memory matches what's written on the notepad, because they're the only ones who haven't left the house since they wrote the numbers on the notepad. Kevin and Lori are the only ones whose memory matches Emily's memory, since they're the only ones who have traveled with her the whole time. Hugh and Amir remember a 3rd set of numbers as they switched realities when they switched to the red glow stick house and again when they switched to the current house. Mike remembers a 4th set of numbers as he switched realities when he went to blackmail himself. The situation deteriorates further when a blackmail note arrives. Mike mentions that if there's a dark version of their group, maybe it's them. Another Mike arrives to try to kill them, scaring Lori. Emily leaves the house, and looks through several different houses. Finally, she finds a reality where no one seems aware of the split and there is a happy Emily. In this reality, Emily had agreed to go to Vietnam with Kevin at the beginning of the evening, and their relationship had stayed strong. She plans to replace this reality's Emily. She destroys a car window to lure the group outside, then ambushes her double with ketamine. Her double is able to crawl back inside, forcing Emily to subdue her again in a bathtub. She then heads to the living room and faints. She wakes the next morning unable to find her double, yet everything seems fine. She searches outside and runs into Kevin. His cell phone rings, noting the call is curiously coming from Emily's number. While listening to the caller, he stares at her suspiciously. Thank you for joining us on this cinematic adventure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories from the world of film.